The story begins with Lavone Cade, a former Royal Marine commando who has traded the battlefield for the routine of a construction site where he serves as foreman. His discipline and reliability have earned him the respect of the entire crew. The company is owned by the Garcia family, who are close to Lavone. Their daughter Jenny wants to celebrate the end of her semester with friends and persuades her hesitant father to fund the night out. At the site, Lavone notices a group of gang members intimidating a worker. Relying on his training, he steps in and diffuses the situation before it escalates. Later, Lavone visits his daughter Mary, who lives with her grandfather Roth after her mother's death. Roth, resentful and manipulative, schedules a gathering to undercut Lavone's visit and even tries to lay blame for the past on him. Lavone stays composed. During lunch, he gives Mary a framed photo of her mother, stirring grief and anger as Mary admits she remembers little and resents the loss. Soon after, Lavone meets with his lawyers. They explain that Roth is trying to have him deemed unfit, using Lavone's military history and unstable housing against him. Determined not to lose time with Mary, Lavone turns over $10,000 he saved by sleeping in his truck. Even so, the attorneys warn that Roth's resources give him the advantage. To strengthen his case, Lavone rents a cheap room, only to find it filthy and unsettling. Meanwhile, Jenny went out with her friends to enjoy a party, unaware that a group of criminals had been tracking their every move. At a bar, the girls tried to book a private room. The bartender, Johnny, casually asked Jenny for her name. Without her knowledge, he passed this information on to a network of traffickers who had been waiting for her.
It's yours if you tell me your name.
It's Jenny.
One of their clients had specifically requested her. The night continued recklessly. After heavy drinking, one of Jenny's friends became ill, forcing the group to escort her to the restroom. In the brief moment Jenny was left alone, the gang moved in and abducted her. 3 days slipped by without any trace of Jenny. Her desperate parents, broken by fear, turned to Lavone for help. Aware of his military past, they pleaded with him to step in and even offered him a large sum of money in return. Lavone, still haunted by his own past, sought out an old comrade named Gunny, a veteran who had been left half-blind from battle. Gunny owed his life to Lavone and urged him to follow his instincts, to do what was right and fight to save the girl. Strengthened by this, Lavone visited Jenny's parents again. Her father, Joe, sat in grief, watching an old video of Jenny playing the piano. She had once pursued music passionately before giving it up to study business in an effort to follow his path. Lavone comforted him and vowed to bring her back safely.
Look at me, brother. I'm gonna bring her home. I promise.
Determined, Lavone returned to the bar where Jenny was last seen. He observed Johnny behaving suspiciously, discovered that the security cameras had been disabled, and even found a bead that had fallen from Jenny's dress. Following Johnny's trail to his home, Lavone confronted him and uncovered evidence linking the men to the Russian Mafia.
Wanna have a race? You had.
You a cop?
Where's the girl?
Told the cops. He ran off, drunk or something.
Get the fuck. You mind? You expecting company? Open the door. Fucking.
A tattoo confirmed their allegiance. Realizing the danger, he seized their cash and escaped. Through the night, he kept watch outside. At dawn, higher-ranking mafia members arrived, including a leader known as Wolo Kolisnik. Wolo quickly realized the deaths of his men were not caused by internal disputes, but by an outsider. After investigating, he returned home, unaware that Lavone was tailing him and studying his every move.
I don't like this.
Make yourself happy. Tell me.
An exit with you will be.
You keep your voice down.
Later, Lavone had Wolo's words translated and learned that a figure named Dimi might be connected to Jenny's disappearance. Soon after, another mafia leader, Simon, visited Wolo's home to pay respects. Simon warned his sons that while Wolo had been respected, Wolo's son Dimi was reckless and dangerous. After reviewing surveillance footage that showed Lavon, Simon ordered his men to hunt him down, calling him a fearless menace tearing through their ranks. Seeking more information, Lavon reached out to a trusted contact within the police. He was warned that Dimi was deeply embedded in the mafia and that he should begin his search at a local bar that served as a front for the Russians' meth trade. Later that night, he returned to the same bar, this time with a gun tucked on him. The security team noticed quickly, and one guard was sent over to check. Lavon calmly ordered a beer and sat at a table. When the man approached and sat beside him, Lavon casually displayed some money, signaling that he was there for business. The guard then guided him to the back room, where Dutch sat surrounded by his men. Still posing as a dealer, Lavon proposed a deal to purchase 4 pounds of meth every month. Dutch accepted without hesitation and told him to show up at a pancake cafe the following day, where his crew would take the cash and provide him with a burner phone for future communication.
I'm looking for blue glass.
That's all?
Customers are my concern, not yours.
Why us?
Time is money.
There's a pancake house. Can bring 5 stacks.
That's a Chicago price. And?
The fuck out of here.
As Lavon walked out, Dutch immediately called him on that burner, instructing him to check under his seat. He retrieved the package of drugs, but on the way out, tossed it into a river. Elsewhere, Jenny's captors, Viper and Artemis, stuffed her into a bag and delivered her to a client. The man paid them and commented on how Jenny resembled a figure from his favorite painting. When she resisted instead of remaining unconscious, the client ordered them to take her away. Meanwhile, Dutch reached out to Lavon again, summoning him to a meeting with higher-level contacts to ensure trust. Following the instructions, Lavon arrived the next day in a suit at a hotel, where Dutch introduced him to his supplier, Dimi.
My name is Dimi.
After handing over his payment, Lavon was asked for identification. Though hesitant, he eventually gave up his driver's license, and it passed inspection. Satisfied, Dimi finalized the deal, handing over a briefcase with 4 pounds of meth, and explaining that Lavon only needed to send an eggplant emoji on the burner phone if he wanted more. Back at his hotel, Lavon immediately disposed of the meth by flushing it down the toilet. He then checked Johnny's phone, which he had picked up earlier. In it, he found a chat between Johnny and Viper detailing Jenny's abduction. Using that information, Lavon traced Viper's location back to Dutch's bar. He parked nearby to watch, but the bar's security woman spotted him on camera and dispatched men to intercept him.
Fuck! He just fucking left in a bike! Go, 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 go!
Show me your hands.
You didn't see us here. Nothing.
They roll too. You gotta try harder.
The following day, Simon discovered his son's dead bodies and immediately called a mafia war council. At the same time, Dimi berated Viper and Artemis for losing a $200,000 client due to their carelessness. He threatened them, warning that any more mistakes would not be tolerated, and ordered them to kill Jenny and eliminate her. Later, Simon finally tracked down Dimi and revealed how a single man had been able to wipe out so many of their people, including his own father. Dimi reviewed the CCTV footage and claimed he recognized who the intruder might be. He then provided a photo of Lavon's previously submitted identification, allowing his men to trace Lavon's real driver's license and link his true identity back to Simon. The following day, Lavon received a call from Mary's school, informing him that her grandfather had failed to pick her up. He went to collect her himself, and during the drive home, he explained that he had made dangerous enemies. He then asked her to track Roth's phone, which was connected to hers. The signal showed Roth still at home, but when they arrived, they found the place attacked by Russian gangsters. Roth had been beaten and the house set ablaze. Levon charged into the burning home and carried Roth out, saving his life. Still, Roth blamed Levon for everything that had happened. Mary cut him off, insisting that Roth should be grateful for being rescued. Moments later, emergency responders arrived. Roth finally thanked Levon before leaving with Mary. Determined to keep her safe, Levon decided to take Mary to his friend Gunny's secluded country house. Once there, he spoke with Gunny about his next move. Levon suspected that Dimi had knowledge of Jenny's whereabouts, but Gunny warned him that if he intended to fight his way inside, he should be prepared to fight his way back out. Gunny then led him to a secure room filled with weapons and let Levon choose. Levon selected an M14 rifle, a weapon he had used in the past.
War on Terror. Beautiful MP5 blingy version. Kill somebody, but you don't want to wake them up. 14.
But I do.
There you go.
We'll have to drill out the serial numbers.
These were never here.
Back in the day. Here it is.
Before leaving, Mary pleaded with him to survive, confessing that she couldn't bear to lose her father as well. Meanwhile, Viper and Artemis were transporting Jenny to an isolated spot to kill her and dispose of her body. During the ride, Jenny resisted, thrashing and kicking, which caused Viper to lose control of the car. It crashed, giving Jenny the chance to escape. She sprinted into the woods with her captors firing after her. Jenny managed to cut free from her restraints and pressed on. Artemis grew panicked, fearing that if Jenny got away, they would end up back in prison. Jenny eventually stumbled onto a road where she encountered a police cruiser. The female officer recognized her and appeared to offer safety, but instead delivered her straight back to the kidnapper's hideout. Viper and Artemis dragged Jenny to a grimy pond, preparing to kill her, when a call came in from their former client. This time, he offered $1 million for Jenny, on the condition that she be delivered conscious and filthy. He ordered them to bring her to his trap house where he was hosting a party. At the same time, Levon infiltrated Dimi's compound. Rather than kill him immediately, he forced Dimi into a car and demanded to be taken to Jenny's location. During the drive, Dimi asked why Leavon was risking everything for one girl. Leavon answered that he had made a promise to protect Jenny and intended to keep it. As they neared the trap house, Levon questioned Dimi about the reason for Jenny's abduction. Dimi admitted it was only about money.
Why you do all the... There. She's there. Play her.
Clients, they make choices.
Hearing this, Levon shot him dead. Once outside the trap house, Levon began silently taking down the guards one at a time. Inside, chaos erupted as the men prepared for battle.
Everything's under control.
Nice to meet you, Levin.
Follow me. Time to go.
From a distance, Simon observed and contacted his boss to report what was happening. The boss advised that the devil had already taken what he wanted and that they should not interfere further. Simon, however, swore he could not forgive the man responsible for his son's deaths. The boss warned him that if he let personal vengeance outweigh their brotherhood, he would be killed as well. Simon ended the call and screamed out in rage. In the aftermath, Jenny was reunited with her family. Overcome with emotion, they embraced her and expressed their gratitude to Levon for bringing her back. Levon was finally reunited with his daughter. Together, they sat down at Gunny's house, sharing lunch and talking with relief and happiness. For the first time in a long while, peace surrounded them.
Welcome back, brother.
And this is where the movie ends. Let us know in the comments how you liked the explanation. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.